my friends. I'm Professor Singer and I teach innovation and problem-solving courses at Tharaka Invention Academy in Kenya. Today, I want to talk about an issue that is both pressing and promising: the state of intellectual property in Nigeria and across Africa. You see, Africa is a continent rich with intellectual brilliance. Our universities are filled with bright minds, scientists, engineers, and academics who produce world-class research. In addition, there is a wealth of creativity and innovation among the masses of Africans, young and old, male and female. But despite this wealth of knowledge, Africa remains on the sidelines when it comes to transforming that research into industrial advancements. The problem isn't that we lack innovation. No, the issue is that too much of our knowledge stays locked within the walls of academia, never making it into the hands of the people who can turn it into real-world solutions. In countries like Nigeria, we continue to emphasize producing PhD degree holders and academic papers, which is important, yes, but it's not enough. High-impact papers alone don't solve problems. They don't create jobs. They don't fuel industries. For Africa to fully rise, we need to focus on technology transfer, on how to take those groundbreaking ideas from our universities and laboratories and turn them into products and services that people can actually use. That's where innovation truly happens. But there's a critical element missing: intellectual property protection. Far too many African nations, including Nigeria, have weak or fragmented IP frameworks. Imagine this: you spend years developing a novel invention, and then, because you can't properly protect it, someone else comes in, takes it, and profits from your hard work. This is a reality that discourages many potential inventors from even starting. Without strong IP laws, how can we expect our industries to thrive? And it's not just about laws on paper, it's about enforcing those laws, educating our innovators on the value of IP, and ensuring they have the tools to protect their creations. Our universities, while producing excellent research, are still far behind when it comes to engaging with industry. In other parts of the world, like the United States, universities like MIT generate billions of dollars in patent royalties, driving innovation across entire industries. But here in Africa, our institutions are still waiting on government budgets, with very little income from intellectual property. This is an opportunity we cannot afford to ignore. And then there's the issue of collaboration. In Africa, too many of our institutions operate in silos. Our universities, industries, and government agencies need to work together if we're going to make any real progress. If we want to see African scientists and professors becoming inventors who create jobs and wealth, we must close the gap between knowledge and application. Religious and cultural factors also play a significant role in shaping how we view science. Take the debate around genetically modified organisms, GMOs. Many people in Africa see GMOs as tampering with nature, even as playing God. But this resistance, though rooted in genuine concerns about the business models behind GMOs as well as the unknown long-term impacts of those consuming it, often stands in the way of scientific progress that could benefit millions. In my view, the solution is clear: we need a massive shift. African nations must build stronger intellectual property systems that not only protect innovation but also encourage it. We need our universities to partner with industries and for the IP they generate to be commercialized, because that's how we create jobs, wealth, and lasting economic development. Africa has the potential to lead in science, technology, and innovation. But it's not enough to be strong in research. We must become strong in application, in commercialization, and in turning our knowledge into solutions that matter. This is how we will rise. Let's not waste the incredible intellectual power we have here. Let's protect it, nurture it, and most importantly, use it. Our future depends on it. Thank you for joining me today. Together, we can ensure that Africa's brightest minds aren't just solving problems in theory, they're changing the world in practice.
All right, get this. Picture like 1250 AD. European scholars are just wrapping their heads around eyeglasses.
Right.
But over in Africa,
Yeah.
artisans in Mali
Yeah.
already making telescopes, like intricate ones,
Yeah.
to study the stars.
It's incredible, isn't it? It really speaks to Professor Singer's whole point about Africa's potential, the potential that's, not fully realized.
Totally. And that's what we're diving into today, right?
Yeah.
His work,
Yeah.
especially he focuses on Nigeria and how there's so much incredible research coming out of there.
Yeah.
But there's this bottleneck
Yeah.
keeping it from changing the world.
Yeah. It's not reaching its full potential, and he would know. I mean, this isn't just some theory to him, right?
Right.
He's teaching this stuff
He's living it.
at the Tharaka Invention Academy in Kenya.
Exactly. Professor Singer's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk.
He is
So he sees firsthand the talent, these ideas.
bubbling up.
But he's also seeing this IP bottleneck, as he calls it, holding it all back.
That's it.
Okay, so Innovation 101 for me here.
Okay.
What is this IP bottleneck and why should we care?
Okay. Imagine this.
Yeah.
You've got a brilliant researcher in Nigeria, develops this revolutionary new water filtration system, right?
Okay.
It's cheap, portable, could change how millions get clean water.
Amazing.
Right. But they didn't protect their invention.
Uh-oh. This is where it goes south, isn't it?
Strong intellectual property rights weren't there.
Oof.
So a company, maybe not even from Africa, sees this, copies the design.
And because there's no, legal framework
Exactly. They make all the profit. The inventor.
left behind.
Pretty much.
That's just wrong.
Years of work, all that potential gone because of this.
And it's not just a story, a what if. Professor Singer talks about this case in Kenya, a local inventor who made this low-cost incubator, right, for premature babies, made a huge difference in rural communities, but
It wasn't protected.
nope, copied, mass-produced overseas.
Oh, man. That's just heartbreaking. It really underscores why this matters. It's not just being fair, though that's huge, but these innovators, they deserve to see their ideas actually help people.
That's what it's all about. These rights, they're the foundation. Imagine trying to build, a house on sand.
Yeah, recipe for disaster.
You can have the best architects, the best materials, but it's going to crumble. That's what it's like without this protection. So these IP laws, they give inventors that solid ground to stand on,
Yeah.
right? To say, this is mine, I built this.
Yes,
And then they can get investors, work with companies,
partnerships, yeah,
and actually get those ideas out there.
exactly. And that benefits everyone.
So you'd think, okay, laws are on the books, we're good.
Right, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
But Professor Singer says, not so fast.
It's just the first step. It's more like you've got this great new phone, right?
Okay, yeah.
But none of the apps work
The worst.
because the operating system totally outdated. That's what it's like having the laws, but no one's enforcing them, or people don't even know how to use them.
So it's like a car with a Ferrari engine,
Okay, yeah,
but you don't know how to drive stick shift.
exactly. What's the point? And that's where, he brings up MIT,
MIT.
which is really interesting
All right.
because they've got this whole culture around it. They don't just have the laws, but they know how to use them.
Yeah, he talks about MIT like it's the gold standard.
Yeah.
What makes them so different?
Well, think about your smartphone,
Okay.
all the technology in it, a lot of it. Started in a university lab, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe even MIT. They're amazing at turning that research into patents, licenses.
Profitable stuff.
Exactly. Making money.
So my phone is like a little MIT spin-off.
Kind of, yeah. And here's the thing, that money
What money?
from the patents, the licenses,
Oh, yeah.
billions, right?
Okay, yeah. Big money.
It goes right back into more research, getting the best people, and it just keeps growing.
Like a snowball effect.
Exactly.
So are universities in Africa, on that level?
There are some success stories for sure, but not really, no.
Why not?
Well, resources, obviously, infrastructure. But Professor Singer says it's also a mindset thing.
What do you mean mindset?
It's like we think of universities as publish research, that's it.
Right, yeah.
But he's saying researchers need to be asking, can this solve a problem?
Ooh, interesting.
Could this be a product? Something people will buy?
So bridging that gap between the lab and the real world.
Exactly.
Getting those academics with the people who can actually make it happen.
He talks about this silo problem, which I think we've all seen.
Spotless?
Yeah, universities doing amazing work, but
It's in a bubble.
it's totally separate from the companies, the industries that could use it.
Oh, yeah. I've totally seen that.
And then governments. Sometimes they're slow to make policies that actually encourage working together.
It's like everyone has a piece of the puzzle, but they're all in different rooms.
No one can put it together.
Exactly.
And he uses this example, the GMO debate,
The doughboy.
to show how when you've got these silos, especially between like science and culture,
Yeah.
things grind to a halt.
The GMO debate is like everyone's got an opinion. It gets heated.
For sure.
So how does Professor Singer even approach that? Yeah, it's tricky. How do you even start unpacking that?
Well, he says you got to understand the whole picture, right?
Okay, yeah.
In a lot of African countries, there's this deep mistrust historically of these big agricultural companies.
Right, makes sense.
And some of what's happened with GMOs, honestly, it hasn't helped.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
So you can't just like show up with a solution, even if it's scientifically sound, without addressing that, right?
Right, like the context matters.
Big time. It's about saying, hey, we hear those concerns, having real conversations, building trust.
Show them it's not just about profits, but about actually helping.
Exactly. That it can respect their values too.
So does Professor Singer offer any like concrete steps?
Oh, yeah. He's all about action.
Because we've talked about roadblocks, but what do we do?
Right. He says, first, those IP systems.
Yeah.
Got to make them strong, obviously, but also like transparent.
So not just for lawyers to understand.
Exactly. Everyday people, they got to be able to navigate it.
Empowering people, I like it. What else?
Then those partnerships, universities and industry working together.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Got to create incentives, build those bridges.
Matchmaking for innovation.
I love it. And then inside universities themselves.
Okay.
Building a culture of commercialization.
Hold on. Does that mean like professors doing sales pitches?
No, not that. But giving researchers the tools, right? So they see, hey, this research could be a real product.
I see.
Give them support for patents, licensing, even starting their own companies.
Wow, that's a whole other level.
It's about thinking bigger.
It's striking me that this isn't just like an Africa thing we're talking about.
Right.
This is like everyone turning research into stuff that matters, breaking down those walls, dealing with the ethics of new technology. It's universal.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's what makes what Professor Singer's doing so important. It's a roadmap.
Not just for Africa, but
for everyone, unlocking that innovation.
Turning knowledge into actual impact.
That's it.
Makes you wonder, though.
What's that?
If Africa does this, if it really goes for it, how much could it change the world?
Right.
New industries, whole new types of inventions. It's exciting to think about.
It really is something to ponder, right?
Totally. Professor Singer gave us a lot to chew on today. I think this is one we'll be thinking about for a while.
Me too.
Until next time, everyone, keep diving deep.
Hello, dear friends. My name is Professor Singer, and I teach invention courses at Tharaka Invention Academy in Kenya. Whether you're just starting your creative journey or already nurturing your inventive spirit, our academy, through its book, The Strategic Application of Ever So Powerful Artificial Intelligence, as well as its online courses, equips you with the tools and guidance to transform ideas into impactful solutions. Innovation is for everyone, and together, we can turn challenges into opportunities and make a transformative difference in your life, your career, your community, and perhaps the world. We'd love to join you in your journey.